Oh, your hair is a mess. Right. Hey, TJ. How's everybody doing? I'm just getting set up here. Huh. Waypoint, TJ, Mr. Skyfly himself. Russell. Russell was first. All right. I know. Mia's bugging the hell out of me. I don't know what she wants. I'm gonna let her out real quick. I just opened the door and let her go out. Be right back. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Man, oh man, oh man. So it's Saturday morning. I'm sure there's other things going on, other channels. Rodney Bell is live. We started about an hour ago, which is normal. The I got two ships this morning and didn't finish them editing them, but I got two ships. Um, the weather's been kind of cloudy, just kind of so-so. So while we're waiting for somebody to join the channel, DJ, what are you up to? You going flying or what? What are you up to? Brimstone Nightlife. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I haven't seen you here before. So, hey, there's Joe.
Good morning.
I'm kind of dreading the day I gotta do that wedding ceremony, that marriage at 8 o'clock tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah. It's been so long since I've done it, but once you're ordained, you're ordained. And you know what? I searched this whole house, and you think I can find where my Bible is? No. I went through cabinets, I went through drawers, went everywhere.
It's not a good thing.
No, because I'm going to need that. It's the old put your hand on the Bible thing, and whatever.
Yeah.
You swear to be good people. No, I can't find it anywhere. I may have to buy a Bible.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds like it.
I would have to buy a Bible because there used to be Bibles all over this house. But I also noticed there's lots of things missing out of the house. But it is what it is.
I woke up at like 3:16 in the morning. Went back to sleep, woke up at 5 minutes to 5. I said, that's it, I'm getting up.
Well, sounds about the way I was last night. I fell asleep, woke up at midnight, 1 o'clock, fell asleep, woke up at 6 o'clock, and fell asleep and woke up at 7 o'clock, and
Yeah, I had the door unlocked, the top lock was unlocked because Justin was out and he said, I don't know if I'm coming home or what's happening tonight. Because he was going to hang out with some friends and him and the girlfriend been talking. And when I got this morning at by 5 o'clock, I glanced at my thing and he said he was over at his girlfriend's. He was having a booty call.
so when he moves, she's gonna move in with him.
She just bought a house. She just built a house. And she just built a house and he's moving into his apartment and he says he plans on being in that apartment for at least a year.
So you better bet saving up for a wedding.
Well, I ain't saving for shit. I don't have to pay for that. You'd have to have an operation first.
This drives me crazy,
Yeah.
not knowing where the hell anything is in this house. But then again, as I get older, shit, I don't remember anything. It'd take a crew to empty all the shit out of this house.
Well, my big thing is I could in my like my dressers, I could tell you exactly where everything's at. And it used to be a point where I had things in certain areas, so I knew exactly what was in what. And then when he moved in a couple of years ago, a lot of stuff went to a storage unit. So now it's all coming back. He's going to have to bring it back because he's going to get rid of the storage unit. And I told him, I'm not paying for it. If you're taking my stuff over there, you're paying for it. Because he wanted the room, so he's bringing everything back, and I'm going to have the room he was in. And I told him, I said, just bring it in and stick it on the bed, because I got a bed in there too.
Right.
He's going to bring my bed back, and then I'll just have to go through it all again. But once he leaves, I'm gonna be right in the middle of football season. That's my only problem. But I'm gonna try to find time to go through each box, and what I don't need, I'm getting rid of.
Hello,
I'm gonna
Mark.
start getting rid of stuff.
Morning, Paul.
Mark, what's up?
Well, we had rain all morning, and now it's just sunny and windy. And 12 degrees.
Jonathan, what's up? Joel, Waypoint, TJ is in the house. Russell, I don't know who Brimstone Nightlife is.
I don't either.
I think
He says that he came up on the wrong
I
account.
think it's Jonathan.
It's Jonathan.
No,
Yeah. Yeah, well, he called
that's
people. He called people
that's Jonathan?
family. That's usually Jonathan.
Or that might have been Jonathan. Yeah.
He's the only one that calls people family.
The weather's just so. We got 9 people watching. It's going to be a slow morning, I think. Johnny's not on, is he?
No, Rodney's on right now.
Okay. Here it comes.
Well, we had Jonathan. We had some
Jonathan
weather
and
come through
Joe.
last night. Oh God, darn it.
My apologies, guys. I logged on my tablet is what it was, and that's set on my gaming account.
Ah.
Yeah, I put it in the chat so y'all would know.
So you've been gaming, have you?
I've been gaming since pinball machines, man.
Yeah,
I've been a gamer
whole
since
different,
pinball
whole
machines.
different life.
Yeah, from the very beginning. Yeah, I just had to get on the shit real quick. I need to jump. I need to jump in this water, so I'm gonna get with y'all in about 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, last night New Orleans got hammered,
Oh, did
flooding
it?
and everything with rain.
Well,
Yeah.
I just got a notice that it really is hooking around coming up to Louisiana.
No, that's not gonna, it's gonna be at Victoria, Texas. That's right in between Houston and Galveston. Looks like it's coming in. So it's gonna wind up over the, like, up through like Tyler, Texas. It's gonna skirt Dallas, and it's gonna hit Arkansas and go up that way, like Tennessee, right there, like Memphis and all that area. But that's just gonna be rain by then. So all Ohio Basin and all of that is gonna get good rain.
Yeah. And that's
But
where
it's only a tropical storm right now. It hasn't started building up yet. We'll know today. They expected it to be like a category 1, possibly a 2. But that don't mean anything anymore because it should, it I'd say in the last 10 years, doesn't matter what category it is, it could be a tropical storm and do more damage than a hurricane. But I've seen tropical storms hit here and do more damage.
So what do you plan to do today, Joe?
I don't know. I gotta look at the weather because it's really looks terrible outside.
Yeah, as you can see here, it's not stimulating to the eyes.
I want to fly somewhere. Actually, it just looks bad. I'm looking into a green tree. That's my problem. It's 5 mile an hour, 10 mile an hour gust, 44% cover. It's gonna be pretty. Because
Well,
I'm watching the weather on television too, and it don't look bad.
we've got 15 mile an hour winds gusting to 35.
I'll get out and fly today a little bit somewhere. But the way I feel right now, I may go back to bed for a little while.
Yeah, I understand. Well, the thing of it is, if you think that you want to cut it short, we can cut it short.
I'm good. I'm good right now.
Okay.
I heard more on that guy that shot that woman and over here did those two robberies.
Yeah.
They had it on the news this morning. It actually involved a high-speed chase in New Orleans. They chased him. They chased him for about 15 miles, and finally, he went down a street that he couldn't get around to. That's where they got him, and he surrendered without incident there. But I'm waiting to hear the news on. Let me see if Mandeville's got it up. Last night we had breaking news about 11 o'clock. Come across Mandeville Police Department was involved in a shooting. Mandeville officers were involved. I don't know who it was. They showed on this like. It says, as requested, Mandeville Police Department Detective St. Tammany Parish investigated a shooting involved officers of Mandeville Police Department under investigation occurred in 700 block of Heavens Drive. No law enforcement personnel were injured. The area has been secured and no threat to the public. That's what they said. And they said somebody in the area said he heard 7 to 8 shots. Yeah.
You say they shot a woman as well?
No, the guys that robbed the 2 women at the station here at the ATM. They
Yeah.
in New Orleans the next morning, or it was the morning before. It was the morning before. They robbed a tour. They went to rob a female sitting in a car. She's a tour guide in the French Quarter, and she fought back with them, and the guy shot her and killed her.
Killed her. Oh dear.
Yeah, so I mean, there's like 4 people involved. The youngest is 15. Yeah, he was 15 years old. All the other ones were like 17 and above. The guy that did it was 27. And the 15-year-old, they said they're going to try him as an adult.
Well, I guess he deserves that.
You play the game, you got to pay it, you know.
Yeah. Well, the weather looks nice in Illinois. No wind. Well, a little bit of wind. Sunshine.
Damn, I'm getting old. One of the Mandeville football coaches, when he came out here, his son was like 6 years old. Son turns 12 today.
Hmm.
And you're talking about beast mode. This kid, Lord, Coach Hutch is he very athletic. One of the fastest guys in St. Tammany Parish. And he played for the New Orleans Voodoo in the Arena Football League. And the guy he's really good. His kid is probably going to be better than him. I mean, and this kid, he pitches, he plays football, basketball, and pitches. I don't think he plays soccer, but he's a pitcher in Little League, and he's thrown like 10, 11 shutouts. And he leads every year with home runs.
Huh.
That's how good this kid is. At 12 years old. This is for the last 3 or 4 years. Every year he hits home runs, and he's leading the league. And I'm not talking 1 or 2, it's like 10, 11, 12. But he used to go to Mandeville where the baseball team have their big indoor practice. And they'd go there every weekend, and he'd get in the cage on his own and hit 200 or 300 balls every day. And he'd get them faster and faster. And he was hitting, at 10 years old, he was hitting the high school speed pitches.
Hmm.
So he's
They play
grooming him.
on. Do they play on the same size field as the
No, it steps
others?
up. No, it steps up.
So it's
Junior high
smaller.
field, a junior high field and a high school field the same size. When you get to like Little League, it's about half the size.
Right.
But I put it like this: I saw him hit home runs that he would be putting them against the wall and at 10 years old. That's pretty good. So he's only going to get stronger, you know.
Yeah.
Hutch had him in the weight room when the team was doing weightlifting, lifting weights, everything.
Wow.
And he's got a little brother. He's got a little brother that's going on 2 or 3. That's I guarantee they're going to groom him right into it.
Yeah, probably.
And Hutch, my son looked at it the other day. He had a picture of him on the beach, and Hutch is like got to be in his early 40s, and he had his shirt off. And Justin looked over there and said, "Damn, he must be on something because he's ripped." And I looked at that picture. He's got like an 8-pack going. Well, I told Hutch one time, I said, "I'll just tell you, and I'm gonna just tell you this one time. You can laugh all you want, as long as you want." I said, "But I'll find the records and show you." I said, "If I didn't have bad knees," I said, 10 years ago, I would have raced you and beat you." And he like to cry laughing like that. Then I was able to pull some stuff out that I found and showed it to him, and he said, "Man, it would have been a good race." Yeah, would have. And my son told him, yeah, he said, we were racing one time on the lakefront, and he beat us bad before his knees got bad. But I was always the fastest on my team. When I was in high school, the world record in the 50, I was a tenth of a second off of it. I couldn't get it any closer, but I was a tenth of a second off of it.
Be right back.
But when I was playing football, you pitched me that ball, and if I could get through the hole, I'd run and play with you and let you think you're catching up with me. And my kids used to laugh at me and said, "Hey, you're an old man. Can't do nothing anymore." So we went a race one time. I beat them. We went back here, and the building from the gazebo is about 60 yards. And so I 60 yards. And I told him, I said, "Yeah, I was a kicker and I used to punt and all of that." I said, my longest field goal in junior high school was 52 yards. In junior high. In high school, it was 58 yards. And I probably could have kicked further during the game. I kicked further in practice. I kicked 61 in practice. But we never had an opportunity to do it. And and we were sitting out there, and I set up I brought it in to about 50 yards and set the tee down and kicked it and put it on top of the building. And they just looked at me. And then I said, let's do a punt. And I punted it and put it on top of the building. And that was about 8 years ago. Perfect spiral right on top of the building on a punt. They just looked at me and they said, I said, "I'm just telling you, you know." Yeah, that was a good day because we were playing a bunch of the guys out in the back football, and they picked different teams. So I was on the opposite team of my kids, and I'm standing like a linebacker, just middle over guarding people, and I saw one of the guys cutting across the middle, And when he cut across the middle, I let him cut. And when he passed me, I did the little step in front of him. And when I did that little step in front of him, I reached over, grabbed it, snagged it, ran up the sidelines, and everybody just they said, "How did you even catch it?" It was just what you call it. Yeah, we're getting older. I can't do none of that anymore. Yeah, my football days ended about 8 years ago.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, my hips start hurting if I walk around the golf
good.
course. I prefer to use a buggy now.
Shoot, I put like this. I gave away my mountain bike about 6 years ago.
I've got two of them in.
I had enough of that. I have enough problems on the sidelines walking back and forth around the game with carrying the camera.
Yeah.
And it's not the body, it's the heart. It's the not being able to breathe, the chest pains and everything else I get.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And it's something he told me. Nothing you can do about it. They said I'm at the hope, just take the nitros and let it work. When I take the nitros, I'm good. But he said, don't take the nitro until you know you need it, you know?
Uh-huh.
I just went and got another whole bottle of them yesterday. Little bitty bottle, 25 pills.
Mm-hmm. Is there a maximum number you're allowed to take a day?
Well, the bottom line, you shouldn't take more than 4.
Mm.
If you take, and you shouldn't take more than 4, that we're talking in about a 2 hour period, you're gonna pass out.
Yeah.
But I put it this way, if you take one and it's not working, and you take your second one and it's not working, go to the hospital.
Don't take any more, yeah.
Yeah, just go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Call 911, get somebody to come get you to the hospital. There's a good chance you got a blockage somewhere that's about to give you a little more problem.
Yeah.
That's what happened with me a few years ago when I had that heart attack. I took the first one and it went away a little bit. Walked up them stairs, got it again. Took that second one and it didn't go away. And that was within about 15 minutes of each other. And that's when I called it in and told them, I said, second one did not work. And I had 100% blockage. If I would have played around about a half hour, I probably would have died.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
But I get chest pains doing stupid stuff right now. It's really aggravating. And he told me, he said, yeah, he said, I'm telling you, I'll get a little stressed. Get a little stressed in my chest hurt. And he says, yeah. He said, what's happening when you get stressed? I said, you're breathing heavier. Your blood's moving faster. You got a faster heart rate. He said, and those veins are stealing oxygen. I said, I know.
Mm.
So it's like, I don't want to get stressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So that hurricane is now getting the steering. It's going in at Victoria, Texas. That's right above Corpus Christi. And then it's coming straight across Tyler, Texas. I've got relatives in Tyler. It's going right over them. It's gonna be Shreveport, Bossier City area. It's gonna hit too. So it's gonna hit the tip of Louisiana on the top. So we're gonna be getting a lot of rain probably tomorrow. No, Monday. Let's see. Monday, 30%. Tuesday, 60% tropical rains. So we're gonna start picking up 80% on Wednesday.
Oof.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're gonna probably be rainy days. So I need to fly today and get a bunch of video.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I need to do today is get about 5 or 6 flights in. That way I can put them up.
Mm. Well, it's getting ridiculous here. It's into July and we're still not getting weather that's nice enough to actually go and fly anything.
Ron's talking to Dennis right now, saying he just got a hummingbird feeder he's gonna put out there. And he was asking Dennis how you mix the stuff. It's a quarter cup of sugar to a cup of water, and you boil the water first. That way you kill all the impurities.
Yeah.
Because if not, you'll get a bacteria build up real quick. I know that he didn't tell him to boil it, but you got to boil it because that thing will start turning green the next day. And what I used to do is I had 3 feeders out there, and just like he was saying, once they find that feeder, that bird, if he's alive next year, we'll be back to that feeder.
Yeah.
They keep coming back. I've had it at times where I've had 5 or 6 of them out there, and I've got it's a little small balcony area, and I've walked out there with them, and those suckers, boy, I tell you, when they come to eat and they're flying around you, it's like bullets. You don't see them, you just hear them.
Yeah.
When they're flying fast around you. My son was out there and he said, "I don't even see them." I said, "You know, when they hover, you see them, but if they start flying fast at each other, it's like a streak, you know."
Yeah.
And he told me that's what he told me. He said, "Man, it sounds like a bullet going by my ear." I said, "Yeah."
Yeah, I've never seen a hummingbird. Not in real life, anyway.
Yeah, but I can't put them up anymore.
Yeah, they won't let
Because
you.
they won't let us put anything hanging because they don't want anything attached to the building. So I was gonna, and I could go get a stand that won't attach to the building that'll hang on. But the problem is, we get the wind will knock it over.
Yeah.
So I still got to attach it some kind of way. But let me get that property out there.
Either that
I
or
get
some.
that property out there. I'm gonna have like a little row about 5 feeders.
Mm.
And I'll have a camera set up to be able to shoot pictures of them.
Yeah.
If Paul's looking for his Bible for the night. He's got that wedding to do. And he said he can't find a Bible.
You can't find a Bible.
He can't find his Bible. He said he had a couple of them, but he can't find them. You gotta just calm down and think of where it was, you know.
Is it still the same way as it used to be in America, where pretty much every hotel has a Gideon Bible in the drawer next to the bed?
Last time I was in a hotel, they had one. Yeah, he should have had a place to put his collars. He said he had to go buy some collars too, remember? He should have had a place where his collars were there and his Bible was there all together.
Mm. Who's that? Justin.
What'd you say?
Who was it?
Paul. He had to go buy the collars.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's got a wedding
Yeah.
to do, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, we live close. I could help him. I got brand new ones in the back.
Well, I kind of did another search of the house looking for a Bible. Can't find one. There used to be all kinds of them around here. Hey, Frank, how's it going?
You check your nightstands by your bed.
Yeah, checked everywhere. Well, there's
Probably on that shelf.
My bed's up against the wall and I can't get to. It's got a headboard that has the sliding cobies. And I checked the one, there's nothing there. Maybe I could reach it with this. I'm right back.
That's probably where it's at.
I know where mine is. It's on a bookshelf in the office.
I got two right here in front of me, and I got three different ones in the back behind me.
I think I've got a full Bible and a separate New Testament one.
Yeah, the one I read out of 90% is the New Testament one. Because I got it online. So what I do is the same Bible is an expositor. It's got all the breakdowns of all the verses word by word. And what I'll do is if I want to really sit here and read it, I'll just grab it online and do it.
Yeah, I downloaded one off the BitTorrent years
I
ago.
got one that on my Apple computer over there plays 24/7. Just loud enough that you could hear it, you know? But it's been since I've been here 16 years. It's played almost every day, 24/7.
Wow.
What's playing?
The Bible in the background. I just switched it over to a different version, and it keeps cutting off. I think I might have to go do a I think I don't have the loop on it. I got to put a loop on it.
And Mark, do not download a Bible off uTorrent.
Oh, years and years ago.
Could you imagine the way the uTorrents are these days? You'll be doing a preach and suddenly you'll end up in the Quran.
Yeah. I mean,
I knew that's where it was.
I became an altar server when I was 8. And I was the head altar boy by the time I was about 15. And I stayed being an altar boy until I was 34.
Well, I don't know how the conversation changed to Bible,
Paul?
because when I set off to
That one's right in
join
front of
this
me all the
panel-
time. Stays right there.
Yeah. So
Because
when
Paul-
I set off to join this panel,
Behind me, I got Got another one there, and I got 4 in the back.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Paul's looking for his Bible because he's got to do that
Found it.
wedding.
Yeah, but when I clicked the link to join this panel, you was talking about hummingbirds. I even posted
Yeah.
the hummingbird link. That's a link to the live webcam. Joe, when you
Yeah.
said you were going to put a couple of feeders up, that lady there, I think there's 6 or 7 there. She even runs competitions every day to guess the first time and the last time a hummingbird comes.
Wow.
Right? She gets thousands and thousands of views, but she's actually got over 26 feeders.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. I'm looking at it now.
She
Yeah, it's
on
5.
her
I see
channel as
5.
well. She's got other cameras up in Peru and stuff like that.
Mm.
She is hummingbird crazy.
What would,
Mm.
Joe,
Yeah,
what would I
I'll
use?
use-
What would I use on this leather binding in a zipper? Clean it up a little.
Shoe polish.
Well, I want to use that. I'd have used
Or
You know-
dubbing.
yeah, or a bit of a bleach wipe
No.
and then a damp tissue.
No, I don't want to bleach it because it's black.
No,
but
Yeah.
the bleach wipes are very mild, and then you just wipe it over quickly. You also do leather wipes as well.
You
You
need a you need a
something-
silicone thing, like a silicone wipe.
You can get something called leather food.
Yeah.
You
That's
say
used-
leather food, it's a bit late for the
Yeah.
animal. It's already dead.
Yeah,
I'm eating it now.
I've got some. It was for doing me motorbike jacket.
Man, she got a lot of hummingbirds in that thing.
You want to wait till later on, just before it goes dark, and she does her last hummingbird. I think can't remember what time it is now, our time, but I think it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, our time.
Yeah,
And
because it's saying
she-
6:45 a.m. over there.
Yeah, they get thousands there. It's like crazy. All you hear past the cameras.
Mm.
They are crazy little birds.
2 o'clock in the morning. Our time is 9 o'clock at night. Their time.
I tell you what, I wouldn't like to see her sugar and water bill.
Yeah. I used to go through a lot of. Like I said, I only had 3 up, and I used to have to fill it up at least once a week, sometimes twice.
Once a week. She's refilling them 3-4 times a day.
Yeah, I know. I don't have that many. I didn't have that many. So I'm saying
The problem is-
probably about twice a week I was filling it.
Yeah, but once you put a feeder up and they get used to it being there, then you'll get fucking hundreds of the little buggers.
Yeah, they tell their friends. At the most I've ever had out there was about 10.
They're only tiny little things, aren't they? As well.
Yeah, they're about the size of your thumb.
Yeah, I used to have a kick of watching the tree out here because they'd be sitting in a tree, they'd eat and then they'd go sit in the tree, and I could see, I knew where they were. And my son said, "Find them in the tree," and he said, "I don't even see them because the leaves were bigger than them."
Yep.
Yeah.
But I got a kick out of the ones when they get mad at each other and they go to fighting. I got a picture of one looking up, going up at one, another one looking down, dive bombing each other, beak to beak.
Well, the hummingbird is native to America and South America, Argentina. That's where they go up and down. But did you know there's a hummingbird in the UK?
I
No,
didn't know that.
I
Well-
have never seen a hummingbird.
You won't see them, but they are here. But they're not proper hummingbirds. They're hummingbird moths. They're exactly like a hummingbird.
Ain't the kingfisher a form of one?
No. Kingfishers eat fish. Hummingbirds just eat nectar.
So they're like a bird butterfly.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of people see them and go, "Oh my God, he's a hummingbird." No, it's a moth. Here's one I fucked up earlier.
She's a bloody nuisance, that dog. She gets up and wants.
You
Gets
tell
up-
him, Precious.
Because she's been lay against me side. When she gets me side, it's cold. Come here. You're better than sending heating sometimes. Come here.
Better essentially in.
Not cheap, essentially. You've had food. No, you had food.
Wow.
Here's Jonathan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody.
She's probably only
Jonathan?
taken like 2 or 3 bites of it and left the rest of it. Now she wants a treat before she carries on eating the rest.
Yes. If I'm going to eat this correct, I want me treat first.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today?
We're okay.
Oh, it's another day.
Now the rain's stopped.
Right.
The sun's come back out, kind of.
I guess that means it's gonna start here.
Basildon was exactly what we got.
Still cold though. It's only 12.
Yeah,
I
another
understand we
day.
got some rain headed our way for this evening.
I don't know if you can read this or not, Joe.
Yeah, Paul Murray, I can't read the rest. 1955.
1955.
That was 4 years before I was born.
What month?
It is October the 9th, 1955.
Question
That
for you.
was 7 months.
Have you still got your Bible from when the dinosaurs roamed the planet and it said that Adam and Eve were a dinosaur?
Actually, it's like a plaque carved in stone. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
What you trying to say, Paul? You got the original 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
Read them things. Read them things. The world needs to hear them again, I swear.
No. When you say he's got the 10 Commandments, no. He was the was it the carpenter or the blacksmith, whatever it were, that carved it into the stone?
Yeah, that was the I got the whole set. The first commandment, which was carved in stone,
It was
and then followed by 3, 4, and 5, and then ultimately bringing it all together was the 10 Commandments.
And,
it was
and
Moses.
you know how Moses parted the sea? That's not technically true. What happened? Paul said, "I had a lot of ice cream last night and I need the loo." And the sea just went, "Frick this, I'm off." They didn't have toilets on them day, did they?
what's up, night
No.
train? Randy? I had props.
Randy.
Props was good, Philly. Good morning, everybody in chat. I can't see the chat, but good morning to you all.
Rio.
Oh, damn. Is TJ in the chat?
No.
Oh, we got a new one.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Look,
wow.
Vegemite. Oh, wait, fight. That'd be a fight right there.
Get over here.
Vegemite. See that cat? Pow.
Keep pushing it, mister.
It'd be a fight.
There's going to be a fight in here in a minute. In these bloody
Right.
birds.
Oh, you can't get enough of that one, can you?
Yeah, you gotta remember to share the sound though.
Oh, that one.
No audio, boy.
You got to reshare it and click that audio button.
It's not
I
there,
don't know
Paul. You
why
gotta
I
do it when
can't
you
share
share
the
it.
audio.
You can. You just got to click the button.
There is no button.
There is a button.
When you hit share up on the left, or right side after you hit share, it says share audio.
Well, that's the way to cheat.
Here's
What-
my options on share. One
What-
participant can share at a time.
I
No.
don't see it.
No, Paul. I did this yesterday. Stop sharing a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Right. We are now going to. I'm just going to click this. Just as an example. And then,
Do I have to unmute that channel in order for it to work?
yeah, just wait up.
Possibly.
Print screen. And off a minute, you don't need that now. Open paint. And paste. And scare everybody.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
What you need this morning?
I'm going to share this picture of paint. Again. Yeah. Right. See here, Paul?
No, I can't
Uh,
see it.
You can't see what I'm sharing.
Well, it's so small. Can you make it any bigger?
Right. How big do you want it?
That's big.
Right. So, as an example, that's the screen I wanted to share. Yeah. You see here, it says share sound.
Doesn't do that on mine.
Should be there.
I don't remember what it is, but I remember TJ showing you how to get there yesterday.
Now, come on, Paul.
Okay,
You
I'm
show-
gonna try. I'll try it again, but yeah, I'm gonna screen. Do I hit the screen share before?
You hit the button, share screen, and then that little box pops up. And then you click the share sound.
Share sound. Okay.
Yeah. And then you click share at the bottom.
Okay,
And
let's give it a whirl, huh?
unmute and play.
Unmute.
We need to put your faces on that. You put David and Laura's faces on that.
That's too funny.
I think you'd be living dangerously if you tried.
So you could hear the sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to try and remember that.
What do you have to do to stop birds chewing things?
Well, we got 13 people watching. It's 10 o'clock. Joe's itching to go.
I'm not itching to go anywhere. You're itching to go.
No. I'm happy now that I got my Bible.
And football's on a
Because how could I
5
do
o'clock.
a,
2 hours.
how could I do a wedding without having a Bible with me, you know?
Make it up.
Well, it doesn't have the wedding ceremony written in the Bible.
Yeah, no.
No, but you got to open it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Does anyone here know any reason why these two should not be married?
There you go.
Sit down, mother-in-law. So if me and Laura get married, that's what I'm having put in my vows. Does anyone here, apart from the in-laws, know any reason why these two should not be married? Because I'm sure the in-laws will find something.
Or forever hold your peace. That's the phrase.
Yeah. Or forever hold your piss because the toilets are blocked.
And don't forget to wipe afterwards.
Brings a whole new meaning to a shotgun marriage, doesn't it? In America, or forever hold your peace.
Yeah. You may now shoot the bride. Well, you might as well wait, save your time. You're going to do it in a couple of years anyway.
So Joe, how's your neighbors treating you? You got that little honey over there or what?
I don't see anybody. People moved out. I've got 3 people moved out. I
Wow.
don't see them anymore. The only thing I see, all the kids running around making all the noise.
They left all the kids behind?
Yeah, the kids that are here make noise, the new kids. Terrible. I mean, running up and down the stairs all day. It gets aggravating after a while. Then the woman upstairs, she's pretty big woman upstairs. And she don't walk, she runs. She runs around in her apartment. It's
Guys,
crazy.
send the
Taking
speed.
the kids.
No, she's by herself. She got a cat.
Does anyone have a speedboat?
A what?
A speedboat.
Speedboat? No.
Don't
Not me.
forget speedboat. We now need a submarine. Shit, that's coming down.
It's raining.
No.
Well, it's raining where he is. It isn't raining here at the moment.
I think
actually-
we're about to get a bit of rumbles of thunder.
We've
Gone
got
absolutely pitch black.
Well, here's the question I have, David.
Tell little llama stop thinking about flying.
start building the art. Start building the art.
Did she charge her batteries or what?
No, that's a point.
She think about it real hard.
Can you 3D print an arc?
I'm not even sure that's going to work.
An ark.
Like Noah's
Yeah,
Ark.
yeah, I know what you mean. That's an interesting thought right there. That's an interesting thought. I don't see why not. It probably take years.
Might
but
Oh, yeah.
take a few years, 2-3 years.
Well, it must have took him a bit of a while to actually build an ark in the first place.
Yeah, but he had help. He didn't do it by himself.
Mm.
Didn't
I
have
don't know
much
where
help.
all the
Yeah,
wood from.
Well, back in those days, they used to have several wives and children.
Mm.
That was before it became, that's a no-no, you know? It became a yes.
I think he only had one wife, but he had about 4 or 5 sons, didn't he?
Not sure.
Mm.
Not sure about the details. The exact details, anyway.
Paul can look it up. He's found his Bible. I can't even remember which book of the Old Testament it was in.
About what?
Noah's Ark.
Joe can tell you.
I'm thinking of what book. Okay.
The humidity is not playing. It's crazy. Okay, let me,
Put it this way. It's not Noah we need anymore. It's Dre with his underwater drone.
Dre got an underwater drone?
No, it's not Dre, is it?
yeah.
Curtis. Is it Dre or
Curtis.
Curtis?
What'd he get?
It's Book of Genesis.
Book of Genesis, okay.
Yeah, it's
I think
Genesis
it's Genesis.
9.
I think it's Genesis, yeah.
The
It's Genesis 9 through 20. Genesis 9, Genesis 6 when they start talking about Noah.
Tell you what, he was a brave man standing between them animals.
Yeah,
Now listen, Mr. Crocodile, you can't eat anything on this boat. Oh, you want
They didn't need to save the crocodiles. They can swim.
Yeah, crocodiles ain't need no help.
He didn't say it was selective. He said it took them all on there.
Yeah, he said he took one pair each,
Yeah, exactly.
male and female each. But I don't remember no
Genesis 6,
crocodile
9 through
being. I don't remember no
22.
crocodile being in that lineup.
No, or alligators.
Right.
I think it's Genesis chapter 6, 9 through 22. I think it was in like 14. He's told
Now
him
listen.
to build an ark, build a large boat, an ark, build an ark.
Now listen, Sylvester, leave Tweety Pie alone.
Yeah.
Yep. That should have been the other way round.
What?
Listen, Tweety Pie, leave Sylvester alone.
But Sylvester was the cat.
It
He
was,
is.
but Tweety Pie was the one that always came out on top.
So Biden had another mistake last night.
What's that?
He had another mishap last night.
Who did?
Shit in
Johnny?
the bed again.
Biden. He had
Biden.
yeah, he was talking to Stephanopoulos on ABC for an interview,
Mm.
and he was talking about all his accomplishments. And Biden said that he was the first black woman to be the vice president with a black man.
What?
Yeah.
Say that again?
Biden said that, look at all I've done. I was the first black woman to be the vice president with the black president.
He was the first black woman.
That's what he said.
With the
Oh, yes,
baby.
there's all kinds of mistakes he made. There's no doubt about that.
They asked him if he needed to take a cognitive exam. He says, I do
Wait,
that
wait,
every
wait.
day.
Let me step into the twilight zone. You know where they just switch the
I'm
whole.
telling you.
Well, and he
He said
also
that-
announced that he's not going to do any official business between the hours of 11 a.m. and 8 p.m.
Well, that
No, that's wrong. Well, he only does it between 10 and 4. That's all he does. 10 and 4, those 6 hours. That's his own. After that, he don't. That's because he got to go to bed.
No, come on, guys.
And he said he has to take several naps a day.
well, how many naps can you take within a 6-hour period of you running the country?
Well, that's the point.
Oh, at
This is
least
what
6.
happens in the middle of the night. They got to give him a call. Who they call?
Ghostbusters.
And
Whee.
they don't call Ghostbusters.
He's got his convict son has moved into
Yeah,
the
they've
White
been
House.
saying that
and is
his
running it.
son has been taking phone calls,
Yep, taking official phone calls.
official phone calls. His son should not even
Taking
be in the
phone
White House.
calls, but shouldn't have been in the White House, shouldn't have been an Air Force One. They say he basically his sidekick.
Yeah, we
Well, and
know what that means.
besides that, he doesn't have any clearance for anything.
Yeah, you don't have that clearance. Well, it's all right. Monday, the Senate and the House are getting involved with it. Hopefully, they'll get so involved with it, they forget the DJI ban.
That would
Jeff
be nice.
Jeff Dunham put a new video out yesterday.
Tell them, don't worry about the DJI ban. Worry about Hunter giving all information to the Chinese.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
well, yeah, for a fee, here's my bank account.
I think I'm gonna send all the senators that. We'll say, y'all worried about the DJI ban. Why don't you worry about Hunter being on the phone for official business with all these countries?
The rules no longer apply.
They do. But
That's
I
it.
bet you any money now this has been taken out of context because seems strange that you guys are having this debate that the Tories picked up on this week about our current new Prime Minister. When he said he was going to have Friday nights off to be with his family, they was like, what? We can't go to Warren on a Friday night? It's not what he said.
Where it
He
works.
clearly stated that he wants to spend Friday evenings after 6 o'clock with his family unless there's official business that needs to be done.
Oh, and then he said the other part that Biden said was the only way he's not going to run and going to step down is if the Lord comes down and tells him to.
Yeah, careful with your ass,
Well,
bro.
Paul, got the Bible.
Don't be playing.
Can we get Tim to record a video?
Hey, Lord's got a sense of humor. Don't be saying nothing stupid.
Got a question for you. Where's Morgan Freeman these days?
Mm.
He could pay him a visit. He plays
That
the
was-
Lord in Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, that'd be funny. I think it'd be more fun if it was Carrie jumped in.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that'd be more fun. George Burns was alive. That'd be even better.
Yeah, I don't know where you guys politics are going.
David, are you going to be
Going
on
down
here
the
later
shitter. Where's it
tonight
going?
and help Joe with my channel? Because I'm going to get it started up and let you guys carry on because I got to go do that wedding.
Wait, you're not live streaming it? No.
Yeah, I'm going to live stream and Joe is going to be in charge.
No, I
Oh,
meant,
well,
aren't you going to live stream the wedding?
No, it's at a bar
That's all
well,
right.
what time's the wedding?
at 8 o'clock, but I got to get up there. It's north of me and
Yeah, I'll be about what time?
Well, I'm gonna start it up, and so probably I gotta, about 6 o'clock, I'm gonna have to exit out of here.
So 6 o'clock your time, which is 1 o'clock. No, which
Yeah.
Isn't that what
11 o'clock.
Isn't that what we talked about, Joe?
right. That's 11 o'clock. So you're
Yeah.
going to go live normal time, and then you
At
need us to
10.
take over at 11.
Yep.
That's fine with me.
You and Joe can pretty much keep it going, and Justin will pop in. Mark might pop in. Who knows?
Mhm.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
Ban-
Let Justin pop in. We'll pop him out.
yeah, don't worry. Wait till you come back tomorrow. Me and Joe banned everybody.
I know who's first.
Might
Laura.
still be going by the time tomorrow comes.
Laura's first.
Justin's up. He's posting videos right now. Posting Fortnite videos. He probably
Unless he
alert
said-
too.
He might have scheduled them, but they were
Yeah,
playing
he
till
schedules them.
till at least 11 o'clock last night.
Yeah,
Your
about
time.
11:30. And
That was
then
when I
and
Well,
Tim,
Tim usually
once
goes
they
on to
logged out, Tim
3
went
or 4
solo.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Tim went solo. You know, it's time. His daytime is our nighttime, so
Tim don't know what time he goes on.
Yeah, it was 4 o'clock this morning when I went to bed. Here. That's 11 o'clock your time. 10 o'clock Jonathan's time.
yeah, 10:15 now. Humidity,
10
man.
10:15
going
your
on
time.
outside?
It's
Oh, Tim?
3:15 our time in the afternoon. Now.
And you and Tim in the same time zone?
No.
Tim's 9 hours in front of us. So for Tim,
In
it's
front of you, and it's 3-something your time, so
3:15 in the afternoon our time. It's 1:15 midnight.
midnight there, yeah. Well, he's what is this?
But they were playing last night with Lola, who lives in Newcastle, I think.
Scotland. One's in Scotland, one's in Scotland.
Yeah, I'm sure she was saying that she'd had a friend with her and they were going round Newcastle. So, but Sean and April were on as well. I think Lola's boyfriend's called Sean as well.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna leave that one. We'll talk about that one on Justice Channel, but no. Sean is April's husband.
Yeah, I know that. But I think Lola's boyfriend over here is also called Sean.
I don't know.
I'm sure that's what she said last night anyway. Might not have been, but it sounded like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to let you learn about that one on your own.
No, it was in a different context to that.
I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, she's on the same side of the coin.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's Amber that's pansexual and Lola's got a boyfriend.
Okay, I know one of them. That's why I said I ain't sure, but I knew one of them said Yeah, they on the same side of the coin.
Well,
But-
both sides. Pansexuals, both sides. And anything else, come to think of it.
Hmm.
Both sides of her coin are tails.
You know what I say?
Now, what you say?
Good luck to her.
Pansexual is all encompassing,
Yeah.
means anything, not just
Yeah.
anything.
We'll see. Women can break that rule there.
Well, that would have been happen.
I ain't mad at a woman breaking that rule, but for a man to break that rule, no.
Now.
No.
Equal equality, you know.
You know what I say? I don't care what the man wants to do. Don't care what the woman wants to do. Just get on with our own lives. Because that's the problem
Yeah.
with this world. Too many people are involved, want to get involved in other people's shit that have no reason to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way of the world.
I think Lola's going down south to somewhere near you to visit her grandma today or something.
Yeah, she's taking a trip somewhere.
I'm sure she's up in Scotland.
I tell you what, though, boy, she put them to shame. She a hell of a player.
I'd be right back.
Mm.
She's nice on that controller.
I think Sean said he was going to his dad's today, didn't he, to put up that ceiling fan.
What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, okay.
And I'm back.
Yeah, Paul, Johnny went on last night, about 8:15 my time. And we were
Yeah.
on for about, shoot, I jumped on, we were on for about an hour and a half.
Last night?
Yeah, last night.
Snow train cars carrying hazardous materials are on fire after derailing in North Dakota.
The train.
Yeah, and it's full of chemical waste and it is on fire. That happened not too long ago. If I remember
It's
correctly,
always
the people,
happening.
yeah, the people who live up there got very sick and deformed type business. And now here we go again. North Dakota. I see them chemicals there get stuck up in the ice and just slowly just keep adding itself to the air. That's not good.
Yeah, they're gonna be down here.
We've been the last couple of years, man. We've really been hurting the atmosphere with all these toxic burnings and stuff. It's gonna hit hard in a couple of years. A lot of people gonna end up getting sick and all kind of craziness. Joe, tell me you seen that video where the dude caught that Air 2S when he was on that boat, man.
I did not.
Oh my GG.
I might
I
have.
don't know
I don't
what
know.
he
I
was
don't know.
thinking. Dude snatched that Air 2S out the air like if he was catching a falling bird, right? I'm talking about just snatches it. Needless to say, all his fingers are bloody.
Yeah, you don't be catching none of that.
Look, the way he grabbed it, look, I had to say, I had literally had to get in the comments like, dude, I don't know what you were thinking, but that's not how you had catch a drone. He literally took both hands and reached up and grabbed it from the bottom and pulled it down. And you could hear them propellers tearing his fingers up.
Hey, Mark,
Mhm.
this is that hummingbird I was telling y'all about. I was out here one day and one of them was attacking the other one. That one on top was dive bombing the one on the bottom.
Well, wait till later on that other live stream and watch what they do.
It's a
They
good
pull each
picture.
other by the tail. They
Yeah,
grab the tails and fling them off.
I like to see that. But that one was going down. It just happened to catch it as he was going down.
That's a cracking picture.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get lucky, you know.
The way its tail was fanned out as an air brake.
Yeah, I used to keep the 300 millimeter lens sitting right on the bird feeder right there,
Mhm.
and I'd sit at my desk and I had a remote. I'd sit
Yeah.
at my desk and when they start flying around, I go snap, snap, snap.
Right.
Then I go back and look at them later, you know.
I
Yeah.
apologize for anyone that can hear the drill.
What drill?
No,
What drill?
Great.
You working on Laura's teeth?
No,
Oh.
I am building a new Nintendo Wii game stand.
Trying to save money working on Laura's dentures.
why don't you just print one?
Is she in the chat yet? You know it's coming.
I'll tell you why.
Uh,
I've got over 400 Nintendo Wii games.
400.
See a game, right? I get you. Just
Could you imagine, could
what's
you
it?
imagine trying to print one of them?
No, I thought you meant for holding the actual console, not all the games.
Oh no, I want to put the games up. Basically, it's just a new stand for the birds because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
You already know.
The games are getting thrown off, and the birds are taking over. I can actually hear him giggling behind the curtain. He's like, you know it.
Well, if you make it like a bookshelf, so it's got a lid, they can sit on the lid of it instead.
Well, it is like a bookshelf, but
yeah,
it goes from the top of just above my monitor all the way up to the roof.
Yeah, when you got animals like cats, dogs, and birds, anything new you put in your house will be inspected by them.
Inspected and tested.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's like, hey, Dad, you know that bookshelf you built? You know that indestructible
wrong
one?
enough.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought you said it had owned all these books. Not when I've been on it.
Oh, I missed that place.
What are we looking at today? 91.
So I don't think I'm gonna see my son all day today. Maybe he might come in and leave again. It's gonna depend on how his booty call went last night.
He spent the night with the honey.
Yeah, if you're right, he won't be home tonight.
Well, I don't know. Last time he did, he came home And then she didn't see him for another couple of weeks.
Same
But I
one?
said, yeah, he's just a booty call. That's all he is.
Ready.
Same one.
I don't know where. Oh, it's in
All I know is this:
the bag.
9 days. 9 days he'll have his apartment.
Oh, down there.
And a year after that, after the lease is done, he's gonna marry that hot chick. Do you
I'll
approve
be
of
honest
her?
with you, I
Have you
wouldn't
met
doubt
her?
it. Yeah, I met her.
Okay.
When my son came down and got married in February,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that we were sitting at La Coretta's across each other, eating Mexican food that night. And I looked over at Victoria and I said, those two are the next ones to get married. Because they were acting just like Nick and Victoria did. When I told Nick, I said, you need to marry that girl.
Oh,
And it was just the way they were acting was Nick and Victoria on steroids. It was, you could see it. And she, and I told that to Justin, and Justin told that to her.
no.
And about 6 weeks ago, she told Justin they were sitting somewhere talking and playing around and all of this. And she said, I see what your dad said. It's in the back of her head, you know. The bottom
Mhm.
line
Yeah,
is
you didn't
she
put that
still
seed in there.
she still thinks that he cheated on her. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna believe you. You told me you did, and it was all this police thing that y'all were doing, and the girl backed out of being a snitch. And you showed her all the emails. You telling me this. So I'm gonna believe that. I said, but if you were stupid enough to cheat on her, you getting everything you deserve.
Yeah,
That's how
exactly.
that works.
well, he's
And that's
the
what I told
police
him.
officer, and what he ought to do is he ought to take the girlfriend, go down and take a lie detector test right in front of her.
Well, he showed her all the emails, what it was about.
Yeah, I understand the emails, but a lie detector test, you can't bluff a lie detector.
Well, shit.
I
You,
bet
All
you
you
it,
can't if
can,
you do the
Lord.
right, if you step on the right
all it,
thing.
all it takes is a penny.
Yep,
Shut up, Joe.
there you go.
Knew that was coming.
Drill some more teeth so she won't talk.
I'm a head lady.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, all it takes is a penny to throw that thing off.
Yeah, you can kid a what's it, lie detector.
I wouldn't know though, you know, I never had to take one.
You tell them because you know a friend that did that, right?
Yeah, I just, you know, I put it this way. I make it my business to learn the rules about a lot of things, but that don't necessarily mean I use them. But I know.
Mhm.
Well, the government over here, a couple of years back, actually wants to use lie detector tests for benefit claimants. But some of us are on medication, and it clearly states this would react to a lie detector test, so you can't take one.
Yeah, if you're on medication, you can't take it.
I looked at this and I was saying, like, who the hell is this? They got a picture of the scarecrow, right?
Oh, you're looking at
And
yourself.
it says, if I only had oh, you know the thing.
Brain.
And it's actually
Do me a
Biden.
favour. Stop passing on DVD.
It's actually a what?
It's actually Biden as the
30
scarecrow.
minutes. Just
Oh,
pass me on
Biden as a scarecrow. Okay.
Oh,
It says,
all the ones off
yeah, it says, if I only had
a brain.
oh, yo, I gotta show you. I gotta get it. I love that. This is the best one. I
Tell
was
you,
gonna say the only person I know that could pass any lie detector test is Biden because he don't know better. He won't know one way or the other.
Jeff Dunham brought out a new video yesterday at Planet Hollywood of him with Walter as Biden doing an interview with him. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Alice is on the rise in the U.S. Who's Alice?
Now the person that put this on his website,
Don't.
that put this on his website
Yeah.
is a Marine Colonel
The words are Justin. Who the fuck is Alice?
right here.
Right.
Yeah, who is Alice? Who's Alice, Joe?
Who's Alice?
Blow it up a little bit more,
Hello?
Joe.
Newsbreak
was
says
a-
Alice is on the rise in the U.S.
It was Vic Reeves and Bob
Wait, what?
Mortimer.
Wait up a
Alice?
minute.
Alice? Who the fuck is Alice?
Never mind that. How did you get a picture of my dad?
Looks like Joe.
Like
You say
that.
my dad looks like Joe.
If I only had a, oh, you know the thing. Ah,
He did that
Air
again the other day.
Oh, shucks.
Look at this.
Is that it? Wait a minute.
That's mine.
Simon Payton, no.
Is Alice going to be yet another storm?
No. We're
I don't
past
know
the
who.
age.
No, there's a thing on Newsbreak said Alice is on the rise in the U.S. and there's a picture of $7.25. I'm not comprehending what they talking
I
about.
can't get it either. Where do you see that at?
Newsbreak.
Easy. 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 Easy.
Oh.
Do.
You said Alice, right?
Who the
Yeah,
fuck's
but,
Alex?
I don't know. I'm about to send it to you, Joe. I don't know who the hell Alice is.
I don't know why she's leaving or where she's gonna
Please
go.
don't sing.
I guess I got a feeling, but I just don't wanna know.
No.
For 24 years, I've been living
Next door
to
to
Alice.
Alice.
Alice? Who the fuck is Alice?
Look, look at your messenger, Joe. I don't know what or who they talking about.
He's
But it says Alice is on the rise in the U.S. and they show $7.25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure this out. I'm looking it up right now.
here comes Rod.
Morning.
Rod will tell us. Rod knew.
Good morning.
Said Alice is on the rise in the U.S. What the hell is Alice?
It's just not a lice.
Okay, here you go. Alice is an acronym for Asset Limited Income Constrained Employed.
One's not for headlights.
In other words, you're working your ass off and you're broke.
They do all that for real?
And apparently
That's
it's
what it means.
2020.
It
That's
says
a good way to
asset
hide.
limited income constrained employed. Means you're broke ass and working.
That's a good way to hide it.
Does
Well-
that mean 0-hour contract?
Yeah, probably. Fucking hate 0-hour contracts. It should be banned.
That's what it means, Rod.
Well, if you, that's not gonna work.
It means Biden's been in office for 3 years.
Oh, that.
You remember how they tried to pull this on Reagan? Oh, he's not too old. He's not capable. Blah, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And was it correct?
He was nowhere near as bad
No,
at
no, he
the
wasn't as
end
bad.
after 8 years. He still had his faculties pretty decently.
Well,
He could still draw faster than his bodyguards.
yeah.
He still
he'd
had
like
his
to say,
he still
well.
had his wits about him. Right now, Biden,
Well.
I don't think we ever had a president that is in the condition that Biden is in right now.
We're in a scary position because the
Yeah.
Chinese and the North Koreans are likely to do something knowing that he's scrambled eggs.
Yeah, they better do it now.
Yeah, we need
I
definitely.
mean, he speaks like you took all the crossword puzzle words and dropped them in a bucket and he just pulls random shit out.
Yeah.
That's what I know he has a thought. I feel sorry for him, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it's
what it is.
obviously dementia and all that kind of crap. You feel sorry to see people hit that condition, but it's obvious he shouldn't be there.
Well, Rod, this is my thing. Everybody has been defending him and lying.
Oh yeah.
I hope the American people are smart enough to realize this. And everybody that lied for him should be voted out of office
Hmm.
because all they're doing is harming the United States of America.
All the media people should get fired.
Oh, I agree.
Joe,
They should just flat out get fired. I mean, come on. Current media, these assholes are worse than Hitler's PR people.
The other day,
Worse.
Kamala said.
Worse.
The other,
Worse.
the other
And
day,
doing
Kamala
more
said.
and doing more damage than Hitler's PR people ever did.
no.
Yeah, Kamala said the other day that he's just as sharp as he was when she's met him. Like that, she lied. She don't need to be.
No,
in that
that's
either,
not a
you know?
lie. He was thick then as well.
Yeah, well, that's true. He was.
No, he's worse now than he was 2 years ago.
Yeah, he's definitely worse.
It's hitting him fast.
Look,
That's the worst part about it.
It's so bad right now that anybody who watches him recognizes it, like it's undeniable. So
He'll be
Well,
lucky if
first
he's
thing he
alive
does-
by the election, let alone have his brain.
Yeah, the
and
first
see,
thing that
here's
gets
my
me.
thing. They sitting here waiting for the election. Come on, you know that man's condition. Y'all suppose that there are things implemented,
That's why the 25th Amendment is
25th
there.
Amendment.
right?
Take
There
'em
are things
And the
implemented
point of
that's
that-
supposed to handle this, and they're not doing it. They're not
And the
doing it.
point of that was because of Woodrow Wilson,
Yep.
because he had a stroke, and effectively his wife was the first woman president of the United States, just not officially. But
Okay.
she was unofficially the president for almost 2 years,
Well, that's Hunter right now.
probably. Hmm. Anyways, I had some fun last weekend, Joe. Yeah, I'll show you guys the.
Biden thinks that Hunter's trying to stop him from riding his mountain bike and start skiing. He says,
Yeah.
because he keeps on telling him, come on, Dad, the powder's great.
What?
So this is down in Fort
Different kind of
Lauderdale.
powder.
Down in Fort Lauderdale.
That was from that spoof that they did on TV.
So this is my
It's off Jeff Dunham.
Yep.
Now, did you have a train come through? Ugh.
What's that say? Jet RC domain?
Yep. GEP.
All right.
Yep.
GP, yeah,
What's
yeah.
there?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's what they all call it.
it-
They'll call it GEP RC.
Oh,
It stopped it stopped sharing. Let me try it again. Okay, here's the rest of it.
Need a pen.
So there's this other building right here that I dove the last time as well, but I told Maddie I actually have an idea of what I want to do. I actually want to kind of spend the whole day here doing different dives. I got some ideas that I want to do, including like backflip into the dive, power loop into the dive, and some other things. And then come out of this one and see this building here on the left, climb up on that one, and then dive off of that one back to the other one. And
Yep,
just sort of dive between the buildings. Literally just keep diving between the buildings. Sort of a U-shaped pattern if you looked at it.
Well, what kind of train goes through there?
Brightline.
The choo-choo train.
One with wheels.
This, oh my God, I need to go back and do this one again. Except where I need to be a little more, I need to be a little more centered over the river. So the railroad bridge is up.
Yeah.
But instead of, well, I was diving, not really kind of the building, but diving at the bridge. So I need to go back and do one at the bridge. And then right here, you can see Maddie and TJ and I. That's where we park. So
Yeah, you can get a train coming through there, and you could probably get a pretty good video.
yeah, we do. We have. Maddie has. TJ has
Yeah.
too. I always seem to be on the ground when they come through.
Yeah, they wait for you to land.
Yeah, they seem to always wait for me to land. So anyways, it's a nice little spot to do that in. And I really want to go back because I get several ideas of what I
Now
want to
they
do.
coming both ways.
Yeah, they come both ways.
You gotta be careful then, because I was gonna say, You go right down the side of one, but then the other one's got to make sure the other one's not coming.
There's never two there at the same time. There's only ever one. But you know, I want to play with, you know, sort of doing a roll, i.e. a spin coming down in the dive, and you know, maybe a flip, forward flip, back flip in the middle of the dive kind of
Paul,
thing.
you eating an apple? It's not an apple. Never mind.
Apple.
I'm about to say, because if you're eating an apple,
You might be eating a donut.
I thought I saw red. I said, if he's eating an
Justin,
apple,
what's
the
good?
world's coming to an end.
Who the hell let Justin
Boston
in?
cream.
Yeah.
And Justin.
Hey,
Mark.
Justin. Yeah, you doing?
David.
That's why I
He's
say eating a donut.
He's trying to get the
Yeah,
doctor to come over, Joe.
Shoot, I was going to lock my door. I thought the world's coming to an end. I thought it was an apple.
Unlike the apple trying to keep it away, he's trying to get the
Gonna run
doctor to
back
come
and
to his
load it
house.
up.
Tell them, Paul, a Boston cream a day helps the doctor stay at bay.
Mhm.
Pays
I
the
mean, I
doctor.
know
You
it's
say a
book.
box. You meant to say a box, didn't
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, a box of Boston creams.
you?
Don't say that. Big Pharma will shut donuts down.
No, they won't. That's how they make money, selling the crap to fix it.
Yep.
They want you to eat that shit. Then you need them.
Toffee apples are nice. Especially when you just eat all the toffee off them and then, like Paul, throw the apple away.
Yeah, when you say toffee, I prefer chocolate.
Oh, I remember the other thing I wanted to do, Joe, during the dive, a Rubik's Cube during the dive.
What, sit there 14 days trying to figure it out?
No.
There you go.
So in FPV, a Rubik's Cube is 480-degree moves. So it can be a flip forward, backwards, or a roll left or right, 180. So it can be flip, roll, or roll, flip, roll, flip. Take your or you can do. I've seen people do it as sort of 3 moves, even though it kind of looks like 4. Is flip 360, which is 2 rolls and then a flip, but it's basically four half moves. But it's possible to do during the dive to do a Rubik's Cube, because you come out of the cube pointed the same direction you were when you started it. So then do the Rubik's Cube and then pull out of the dive. There'd be enough time to do it. It's not, if you do it right, it's a second, 2 seconds max to finish the move.
You've done it before, yes?
Rubik's Cube? Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch more little moves that I've been trying to play around with and working with. So I'm only getting better. And I haven't even been doing this a year. I don't think a Nevada could do a Rubik's Cube. The original Vada might, because it's top heavy. Whip the
I
thing
know,
around.
Joe
The
just
Avata
got
2
a
should be
brand
able to
new
do it in
original
easy
Nevada
acro.
sent
It'll
to
do
him.
all those moves.
I thought one of them didn't do like the FPV flips and stuff. It was one of the Avatas I thought didn't do all that.
No,
good
you
stuff.
can put it in full manual mode.
Both of them?
Yep.
The 1 and the
Mhm.
2?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You still have to go into goggles and remove the limits for manual mode. Otherwise,
Mhm.
it's only a partial manual mode.
Yeah, but you should be able, in the Avata 2, you should be able to do all 4 of those moves in easy acro.
No, because it doesn't do halves. It does 360s. So the
Ah.
roll left and right is a complete 360 roll, and the flip forward or backward is a complete 360 flip.
Well, there you go. Then it's doing flip, flip, roll, roll.
Yeah, I suppose technically.
Mm.
It just wouldn't look the same.
Yeah.
And my God, my domain 3.6 with the 8-bladed props on it, which are actually supposed to be Cinewoop props, but they fit. Holy smokies. I hope to never have to. I don't know. Maybe I will. Waiting for a day or for a windy day. Because I'm not sure how fast this thing's going to go with a tailwind. I know how fast it goes with no wind now, which is faster than you're supposed to go. It will definitely max out over 100 with those props on there. It's probably at least 10 mile an hour faster with those props. Emax makes a set of 5-inch that are similar to the Baby Hawk. Kind of got the wicked curve. And I let Maddie try those on his drone last week, and holy cow, those things are grippy and kind of speedy on the Nazgul.
Mike, Randy, Brian, how's it going?
Anyways, I've been ordering different props lately just to play with and see what works, see what I like, see which ones do what kind of thing. I had some really high pitch 499 on my Nazgul, but with the new motors that I have on it, those motors actually made those props howl at lower RPM. It was making some sort of a howling noise. Let's just say that drone was really noisy with those props. Really noisy.
Well, Jonathan Sarah's freaking out because Kelsey's just hit 5'9".
She freaking out because she hit 5'9".
Yeah, Kelsey's taller, like way taller than her now.
That's normal.
Maybe she'll play in the NBA or WNBA.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think what Sarah needs to do is like a gel yard, walk out there, beat the biggest kid's ass in the house, and show the rest of them it can still be done.
Mm.
Now Kelsey's definitely got my height, for sure.
Thank God she's not a man.
It'll be like,
They're
yeah, but
the Anasazi.
What
you
you
don't
was
have to be, do I?
What you was a small guy.
No, I'm almost 6'2".
Well, which leg are you talking about?
When you say
Oh.
6'2", is that with your heels on or off?
Oh, wow.
Anyways, here's an interesting Rubik's Cube. Done low to the ground, which is really weird. This guy's great. Maddie told me he used to watch this guy.
Who is it?
Masta, Headmaster. You can see it down here. But he does these NTT, no talking trick tutorials. He shows you the sticks. That's the part I really like about it is he shows you the move and then he shows you how to do it on the sticks. Let me kill the music. So he's doing a backflip. This cross coordinated roll thing. That's the part I've been trying to play around with. It looks really damn cool because you're kind of keeping the drone flat as it rolls so that you can still see that what you're looking at. So that move right there, what he's doing is every time the drone is right side up, he's throttle up to give the drone a bit of a boost so you don't like end up in the ground.
Does anybody want to hear how my anger management's going?
No.
No,
Yeah,
Oh, that's
how's
good.
it going?
Ah, fucking hell. The fucking drill bit and fell out the drill. And it's gone down the back of my table that I've just put together. And I've got a table apart to get it.
Have you not got one of them springy thingies with a magnet on the end?
Don't talk silly. Why would I want one of them?
How big is the
Yeah.
table?
For getting drill bits out from behind tables.
Put it this way. My computer's on it.
Oh, well, you can't turn it upside down.
Don't worry. Find another drill bit.
Why, you need to teach those birds to fetch for you.
I don't think the birds would reach it either. It's gone down the smallest of gaps.
Yeah,
Magnet on a piece of string?
I've got a little wand with a magnet on the end.
I have. I've got an
You
extendable
guys are just clever clones. Because I was looking at one of them the other day and I thought, nah, I don't need that.
one, and I've got one that's on like a long springy thing.
You mean them sort of, they look like a selfie stick?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at one of them the other day and I thought, nah, I don't need one of them.
There was
Yeah,
a
you
reason
do.
why you were looking at one.
Yeah.
Because Karma says, hey, you need this
You might
today.
need one of them.
this is another move I'd love to learn, but God, you got to be precise on hitting your 180s.
Jurassic Park entrance.
So it's called a summer Matty. So normally on a Matty, you kind of go over and you leave the drone backwards to sort of fly backwards through the object, which is what he's doing there. But in this case, what he has done is he's actually added a full 360 forward flip back into it. It stops at the point that the drone is still kind of pointed backwards. I've tried baddie flips. It's my brain just
So that
can't
dude do
quit.
that going into a building. He flew over top of a building, did just that, and went inside the hole backwards.
Oh yeah.
Man.
I've seen guys do.
Yeah,
I've seen guys do
that's
that.
not new.
Yeah, no, I know it's not new, but this guy, what he did is, this is called the summer Matty. So it's a somersault with a Matty. So when you get to the point of that you would normally be backing up, he's adding a full 360 flip, forward flip.
It's like BMX or it's like skateboarding. Eventually, every move will be figured out, and there won't be any more new moves.
Or they add two existing moves, right? Which is what this is. This is just a. So he's doing the Matty with throwing the full 360 loop in there.
So it's a combination.
It's a combination, yeah.
Is that the size of the size of the screen on the controller right there?
No, that's just a demonstration of what he's seen in the
Oh,
video.
okay. I'm about to say, how in the world you can fly with a
He
screen
shrunk
that
he
small?
shrunk the actual video down and stuck it in there. There's no
What's he doing
screen on
now?
his controller. He's looking at goggles.
Okay.
This is what he sees in the goggles when he does it.
What's up, Joe?
But
Well, I
it's
mean,
pretty
that's
well.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Joe. Eventually, yes, all the tricks will be figured out. Like skateboard and BMX are at that point now.
Yeah, so for
It's all
anybody that's
done.
out there that's actually kind of curious about doing FPV, and the Sims, if you watch somebody like this, this is what you really want to see, because in the Sims, you can turn on your stick positions so that you can see them, which allows you, once you sort of watch things like this and you kind of go, okay, stick here, here, it allows you to sort of repeat it in the Sim. That's partially how I got so good so fast, was looking at things like this and sort of understanding the stick motions, not what I was seeing in the goggles. It's really about what your hands are doing, not what you're seeing in the goggles. So this guy's great because, well, he shows you all the stick stuff, one little step at a time as he does the moves. And he has a little bit of everything in his repertoire. The dude's good. The dude is really freaking good. The fact he can do a somersault, a perfect 360, and stop right exactly where he needs to in the 360. If you overspin that or underspin that, you'll never complete the Matty part of the Matty. He's got his rates and stuff dialed in. I've not tried to do that yet, to get it to the point where my rates are kind of high. They probably need to be a little higher, to do what these guys do. Basically, ideally with the rates, I think, of course, rates are one of those, it's a personal choice, is when you slam the stick to the outside, however long that takes you to get it there, you want the thing to do a 180 when you tap the stick. So your stick speed should be so that when you tap, whichever cardinal direction you're going, you're hitting 180. That way it always kind of lines up.
Sun's out.
I need to watch this guy some more. Pick up,
Wind's blowing.
practice some more of his stuff. I mess with it in the sim. A lot of times I'll have the sim open and have his thing open and then try to go repeat it. Speaking of which, I need to go fly. I was going to drive off and go fly somewhere, but I think I'm going to fly around my house. That way I can come back in the air conditioning, take breaks. It's only, I don't know. How hot's it over there, Joe? It's supposed to be 90 here today.
It's gonna be hot. I know that much.
Yeah. It's that time of the year.
Yeah, the sun's out. See it now.
All our friends in Texas are going to get wet tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they're getting ready to get really.
That storm doesn't look that intimidating, to be honest about it.
Not anymore.
Mm-mm. They're saying it
But
might
it's
turn
still-
into a Cat 1 before it goes on shore. I've been
Yeah,
watching the
probably a
radar.
Cat 1.
I've been watching the radar. It doesn't look like it. Maybe it will.
I said about 10 days ago, Corpus Christi area.
Yep, you were right.
That sucker's probably gonna, and we still got the Gulf to go across. It's so hot as it's been, like at
Mhm.
August temperature. So it might be a little too. Might wind up a small too,
Mm,
close.
it could. I mean, it is the Gulf. I mean, we've had them go
Yes.
from tropical storm to Cat 4 in 24 hours sitting on the Gulf water.
Well, that's
before,
what
so-
Katrina did.
That's what
Katrina
Michael-
went from a 2 to a 5, like
Yeah.
overnight.
Yeah, that's what Michael did. Remember when it came north by
Yeah.
Cuba?
Yep.
I mean, literally between Cuba and when it went on shore, it went to a 5. It went from
Yeah, we
tropical
just-
storm to a 5.
Yeah, that's how they do.
Yeah, the
That
Gulf
wa-
is
that
a
water is-
bathtub.
It water's in the 86 degrees range.
It's a bathtub.
Yep. So it's either way, it's gonna be, it's supposed to hit like Monday in middle of the night. Like, so hit landfall like around 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
So my question is Alexis gonna be on Uncle Bill's show?
Hmm.
'Cause that's gonna be right before the hurricane hits.
I'll just say, as a guy who lives in Florida, right now I'm okay with the current pattern of where these things are going.
I'm getting nervous about it because it's starting
through
to
the southern
shift back
Caribbean.
towards us.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it ain't using Apple Maps because it could go anywhere.
Anywhere from Pensacola to Corpus Christi is in danger right at the moment at this time of the year, it seems.
Yep, it's starting to shift back up to our time. And like ours is usually the last week of August. That if we can get by the last couple of weeks of August, first week of September, we're good.
Yeah, the interesting part about Florida is most of ours actually hit in October of the
Yep.
land falling ones. The historical is that October is when they tend to land. Well, this one's our first major hurricane. I forget how many major hurricanes they predicted for the year, but at least we got one of them out of the way. And it wasn't a
Yeah.
major when it hit the US.
1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3 a year.
I think they were predicting 5 or 6 this year.
8 this
Majors?
year.
Majors? Yeah.
Yep, 8. I actually think they were predicting the majors were 8. I think the
20,
hurricanes were like
18 to
14 and
20.
17.
Yeah, the number was up there, yeah.
It was a crazy number. It was a Katrina year number.
Well, let's just hope the big ones are only big ones out in the middle of the ocean.
Well, I'll put it this way, that one that hit, that Albert, that hit right in the beginning, was 700 miles from us in Mandeville Lakefront flooded. Because it was sucking all that water in from the Gulf of Mexico, right through Wrigley's Pass, right through back, into Lake Pontchartrain.
Joe, I've got a cure for that. Build your wall higher.
They don't have a wall, that's the problem, they need a wall.
So it looks like it's gonna be a 1 when it hits Texas. That's not that bad. They'll get through that.
Well, that's what they're saying now, still got Gulf to go across. And
You know, the
Gulf is
ironic-
like 86.
Yeah, the ironic part of it is the path of impact is actually wider when it's a tropical storm or a 1, because it's like a figure skater. The faster they spin, the tighter they are, right? So
Yeah,
those Cat 5s tend to be like the actual center tend to be like 7 to 10 miles across,
yeah, it's all spread out right now.
where a Cat 1 is like 30 to 40 miles across for the eye wall. So that may be the only saving grace with the high end cats is that damage, because they are spinning so fast.
Texas should be alright. A one's really not all that bad.
But where the high end cats are create the most widespread damage is obviously storm surge in the direction they're going.
Right now on the weather thing on Microsoft Edge says that it's a tropical storm, gonna hit a one again and then back to a tropical storm.
Yeah, it's 60 mile an hour right now, according to NOAA. So it's about 15 mile an hour below a Cat 1. It slowed down though. It's only moving 12 mile an hour. When it went through the Leeward Islands, it was moving about 22 mile an hour. I guess that makes sense because it's about to do the turn. They always slow down before they do the turn.
It's in your driving test. Slow down at the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless you're running the Daytona 500, then you want to go faster in the corners. But then again, our corners have like 36-degree banking, so it sort of helps. Actually, Joe, at the moment, we here in Florida could get, well, actually, well, maybe not. Here, let me share. Scary part about moving to Florida, I've learned way too much about hurricanes and wind patterns. This window. So I don't know whether you can see the motion in this thing, but right here, you'll see the spin to the right. So that is a high pressure that's sitting out
Yeah.
here. One of the things that determines whether it's going to hit Florida or not is when that high pressure is sitting here, the spin is right into Florida.
Right.
Last year, what happened? We had all those storms last year, and the high pressure was doing this. It was sitting out here. And if you recall last year, they all kept turning north.
Yeah, cause the El
Yep.
Nino on the west coast was pushing.
They
them.
were riding the outside of that. They were riding the outside of that high
Sucking
pressure.
them up.
It was sucking them up, and it kept them all offshore, which was great. So where that thing is sitting right now is actually good for us, because it's kind of more likely to, if one wants to get up in that area, it's more likely to hang a right and go north anyways. And that's the other thing about these storms, well, at least in the northern hemisphere. The low pressures are basically part of the heat mechanism of the planet, in that the low pressures start down at the equator, and because of the way they're spinning, they naturally gravitate towards the North Pole.
Mhm.
So they're inclined to make a right-hand turn just because of the way the low pressures work. Which is interesting because they're spinning left, but they want to turn right.
Mhm.
And it's the opposite on the southern hemisphere for what's a high and what's a low. So anyways, right now that high pressure being 1,000 miles plus east of Bermuda is great at the moment. Maybe the next ones will be fish storms. They can have as many Cat 5 fish storms as they want.
Yeah, they could do that.
They can have 22 fish storms. I wouldn't care. The boats can
Fish
avoid
storms
it.
are wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. Fish storms are wonderful. Exactly. And the problem is there's no fish storms in the Gulf.
Mm-mm.
Once they get that direction. I was kind of hoping this one would do like those other two and just go into Mexico. But
El
You never-
Nino is Spanish for the Nino.
Hmm.
What's up, Donald?
at least it's not strong enough to really have
El Nino.
big storm surge. You know, a Cat 1, 2-3 feet maybe. It's almost like a king tide. The reality is with a Cat 1.
Yeah,
Can
when
still-
it was around Jamaica, it was 40-foot seas.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I haven't seen any pictures of Kingston. I'd love
In
to see.
Jamaica, it's skirted the bottom part of the island, but
They were
the
on
other
that.
island starts with a sea. It's shredded.
Oh yeah, that's that one in the Windwards.
Yeah, that one's shredded.
It was close enough to Jamaica. It wouldn't surprise me that the airport went underwater, because that airport's only at like 2-foot elevation there in Kingston, and it sits on
probably
sits out in the bay, offshore. So the eye wall, Kingston was just outside the eye wall.
What sucks about a lot of those islands down there too is a lot of them aren't exactly huge economic hubs. And every time they get trash like that, man, it's a long cleanup process.
I can tell you for a fact, when you come out of the airport in Kingston, you know what kind of houses are there? The tin roof houses. Plastic walls with tin roof. That's
Well,
what
that's what I'm
that's what
saying.
their
There's not a
homes
lot.
are. So that's why I'm curious to see pictures, because this storm was close enough. It'd have wiped all that crap out.
That's
Literally.
what I'm saying. That's not a place where they had a lot of money, so they have to rely on
Mhm.
a lot of international help
Mm-hmm.
in order to
Well,
rebuild.
They just take them down until the wind's gone and then put them back up again.
Yeah, those tin houses, though, I definitely wouldn't. Hey, one of the guys I lived next to in the last hurricane, he had one of those really nice decorative plastic fences. He went out there and took the whole damn thing down and stacked it neatly in his garage. And then after the storm went through, he came back out, put it back
Can't
up.
can't
Took
can't
a
blame
couple
them.
hours.
He
Yeah,
did
it
the
took
right
him a
thing.
couple hours. He
They
took it.
leave-
The only thing he left up was the posts. That was it, because those were
Yeah,
wood
the
cemented in.
4x4 post. Yeah.
Yeah, but he took everything else down, stacked it neatly. Him and one of his guys did,
Mm-hmm.
and that took him about 3 hours to take it all down, and then they spent about 3 hours putting it back up a couple days later.
He obviously did the right thing. He did the right thing for all of his neighbors, because the last thing you want is something like that flying around and
Yep.
coming through your window. You actually want people to be fucking responsible.
Oh, dude,
Pack everything
fence-
in.
the fence guys, man, their mouths are watering during hurricanes. They're like, oh yeah. Fucking amount of fences get knocked down is insane.
The little old lady with their hanging plant baskets. Please for God's sakes, take that fucker inside so it doesn't fly through somebody's window.
Yeah, all the roofers and all the tree cutting services, boy, they were ready.
Oh yeah.
They're ready to.
Big money out there, man. That shit happens.
So it's kind of one of those, not only is it your prep, you're praying your neighbors do all the right prep too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're eating their crap that's flying around in the wind.
Look at that.
TJ could do some moonlighting on tree service.
Yeah, okay, you want the door opening.
Come on, Mark, get up.
That takes longer than it used to. Ow. Throwing cushions all over the floor.
My UPS died, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago. I need to get a new power setup. I'm gonna replace them. I'm gonna replace them probably with an EcoFlow. Because I have an EcoFlow that I keep in my car to charge my drones up. But I like their shit. They make nice stuff. I told myself then whenever those die that I was gonna get, because the APC is sort of the old lead acid type batteries. They also don't recharge very fast. Or with the big LiPo that EcoFlow has. In an hour, you can get them back up to full. Makes my generator run times be less. Although I will say, Joe, I'm lucky. There's a Love's like 1 mile down, and it's one of the recovery centers where they send all the electric trucks and crap. So the state highway patrol literally escort the gas tankers to that gas station. So
We had a couple of them down here too, where they had a staging area.
mhm.
All the work vehicles, all the guys that came out of town with all the linesmen and stuff.
So the good news is if I need more gas for my generator, they'll have it. Might be a long line, but they'll have it.
Oh, see, one of the gas stations, they did that here. They weren't letting regular people get gas. It was for first responders and like workers and stuff only.
Mm.
Then they paid the gas station, I'm assuming probably got some kind of benefit from the state.
Yeah, the last time they left the Loves open, but all those guys were still staged there, so at least
Sure they
here.
probably, I'm sure they probably get a good chunk from the state for doing it.
No doubt.
What I love is when they catch the people doing the price hike or the price gouging. Dude, from you want to talk about a state
They
that don't
need to
fuck
just
around
take
about
those
price
they
gouging.
they just need to take those people out and hang them on the tree to
Dude,
remind
but
all the
that,
other idiots, don't try this.
yeah, Florida's really strict about that during the
Mm-hmm.
hurricanes. If they catch you, your business price gouging people, oh, you'll get in so much trouble.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
There's idiots that will like start charging like $20 for a freaking case of water. It's like $4 at Walmart, you know. And they'll be selling Walmart branded water too. Like you'll go in there and you'll see them
You
selling great
know,
value packs of water that
the
they bought.
the people that
from
are
Walmart.
doing that shit like on their sidewalk, okay, whatever. Right. Those people can sell it for whatever they think they can get for it. But an actual business, they shouldn't be jacking their prices.
I just honestly couldn't imagine trying to make money off of people in a crisis. Stupid.
Come on,
How business works.
Justin. How many fucking people in this world care about anybody but themselves?
Exactly.
For the most
Everybody
part.
but
For the most
wow.
part. Yeah, but there are more than probably 50% of people that never ever think about anybody else. Ever. And don't
Yeah.
care and would screw anybody.
Just saying, if my neighbor needed a bottle of water, I would be more inclined to just give it to him than try to
Of
charge him.
course. Of course.
Well, you wouldn't. You'd open it and drink it in front of them.
Oh, I'm not that big of a dick.
Yeah, but I know about you and your neighbour. I know you don't get on with her. So I know what you'd do.
Oh no, that neighbor moved a long time ago.
Oh,
She
right.
sold the house and moved, and I think it was
Now
because
y'all
of,
making me feel guilty sitting here getting ready to eat this piece of rib.
yeah, as well you should, Joe. You should feel guilty.
No, but
Too fattening
that
for my
neighbor-
diet.
No, that neighbor moved a long time ago. She said we were the downfall of the neighborhood because our dogs barked a few times.
Bad
Are you
dogs.
fucking kidding me? Downfall and then she'd get mad because the kids were outside playing, making noise in the middle of the day.
They brought your kids,
I'm
Rustin.
like, they're fucking kids. I was like, and half the time people your age bitch because kids ain't outside playing. I don't even
No,
want to hear it. I
this
Did
is-
called her a
she
this
grumpy
did
is-
she
old
work
bitch.
this
one
is-
on
day.
did she work overnight and was trying to
No, she
sleep
was
during the
old
day?
and
No.
no, she was old and retired.
No, this
Oh,
is
She
the
was
got
in
true
her
it.
story.
70s.
Right,
Okay.
let's get the true story here. The kids were making noise. The lady came out and said, "Will you pack it in?" And Justin went, "Listen, bitch, I'm a big kid. I'll make as much noise as I want." Pooh, pooh, pooh.
No, I did. I told her. I called her a grumpy old bitch. I told her. I said, if you don't want to hear kids running around, move to a retirement community. That's exactly what I told her. I said because there's a lot of young families that live in this neighborhood that like to play outside. I was like, if you don't want to hear little kids playing, move to a retirement 55 and older or something. I don't know what to tell you. But don't sit there and say I'm the downfall of the neighborhood because my kids are out front playing with the soccer ball. That's fucking stupid.
Actually, Joe, looking all the way back through Africa where the storms normally come from. I think we're gonna have a break for a little while.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I mean, there's some rain in that band, but it doesn't look like there's anything that looks like it would come off organized. Not for
Be careful.
2 weeks, maybe.
Put something underneath it.
When we really get busy, you can kind of see them because you see the blobs in the middle of Africa. And you kind of know which ones are going to be turned into storms.
David, you know you live in America?
Go on.
You move a piece of furniture and you find loose bullets under
Nah,
it.
Justin, you run around thugging, man, kicking people out your neighborhood.
Justin, Laura asked, "Have you got any spare candy?"
Just remember, Justin, when you go to
Yeah.
Trinidad, check your bags. Don't leave any of those loose ones in there.
In other words, she's going live in half an hour. If you want to join her.
Oh yeah, I know, yeah. Some like Mexico. As bad as an issue they have down there with the cartel, God forbid you go fucking drive through the border crossing with a couple rounds in your car by accident. They flip the fuck out. It's like I think you guys got bigger problems than somebody driving through your border with a couple rounds in their car.
Yeah,
Or
wow.
whatever. They did. There was this guy about it was about 10, 15 years ago. He was retired military. He was down in San Diego.
Oh yeah, I remember
And
that
he
one.
made a
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
turn and accidentally went to the Mexico border crossing, and he had to go through the crossing in order to turn around and come back. He asked them if he could turn around. Instead, the Mexican police decided to stop and search his vehicle. They found ammunition in his car and arrested him. And it was a big old to-do. It made a big ass stink in the US. Like we were like really
Mhm.
pissed off with the Mexican government at the time, and the big old political thing ensued over it. And then I think
Yes,
eventually
it
they did
did.
release him
They did.
because they got too much shit from the American people and the US government over it.
Come on. You know as well as I can do, that guy was no fucking threat. Why the hell would they do that shit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And then they have their own fucking problems.
It's like,
Shit
really?
down there.
You can't use a little common sense to go, okay, this guy's probably not coming over here to do anything.
No, he asked to turn around at the border. He was literally just gonna flip around and go right back over the border.
Mhm.
Dude, as soon as they said they were gonna stop me, I'd have fucking punched it. Fuck you, I'm gone. Once you get back over that line, they ain't gonna do shit. They won't chase you over the line.
might shoot at you though.
I
Well,
don't care. I'd rather take a couple bullets in my car than fucking end up in a Mexican prison.
why do you think there's a lot of crime close to Indian reservations? Because those fuckers know they can if they can get to the reservation, they're probably getting away. Because
Yep.
because the cops can't chase them on. So in places like that, there's a lot of fucking crime that goes on just around outside the
Oh,
reservations.
yeah. Reservations are really bad for crime.
In some places, the reservations will do something about it, but not most of them don't.
No, because they're trying to assert their dominance. Oh, we have our own rights.
Mhm.
Fuck you guys. There's like 15 generations past. You don't even need fucking reservations anymore. I think reservations are complete bullshit in my opinion. I don't think that should even be a thing anymore. I don't think anybody should get
Yeah,
special
I don't know.
rights.
I don't
I
know.
don't
It's like
think
the it's
anybody
like
should
the
get
monarch. It's like the monarchy in England. It's tradition. It's okay.
Yeah, but I'm just
It
saying,
was.
I think that nobody should get special treatment for something that happened to their ancestors fucking 5 or 7 generations ago. It's ridiculous.
Wait.
Like you weren't affected by it. I mean, the only thing you were affected by, I guess, would be maybe you lost some potential future relatives. But you can't change the past. You can learn from
Yep.
it, but that doesn't mean that people need to get paid out for it. Because if that was the case, every country would pay everybody because every country's done shit like that at some point in the past. That's just human nature, unfortunately.
Yep. I agree with you, Justin. Things that are that far away. I mean, over here, we have people from the 80s that are still fighting for their lives that were given infected blood. They're the ones that need compensating.
Well, if it's something that they're actually suffering from that was caused by the government and they're still
Yeah.
suffering to it to this day and it's actually causing a problem, that I understand. But not something that fucking 5 generations ago somebody had to do. I mean, I don't see why you deserve to get paid for that. And you're not being affected by it.
Hey
at this
Joe,
point.
are you looking at the radar?
No,
Just my opinion.
You should look at the
Something present.
radar. This morning, that thing didn't look like anything.
but it's starting to wrap around again.
Oh, it's starting to blow up again.
Yep.
Here, let me share.
And it's not to take away from anything that happened in history. Just saying now. So don't anybody
Look
take
at
it like
look
that.
at this time lapse over the last, I don't know,
Yep.
20, 30 minutes. It's see how that thing is just like Paul's
It's gonna be a
Donuts.
one. It's gonna be at least a one. Probably, like I said, it might go to a 2.
Paul's Donuts getting kind of big, isn't it?
Excuse
But
me.
Hot water.
this morning it didn't look like this morning there wasn't any thunderstorms around the center this morning early. It sure as hell is now.
Got hot water.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you might be right. It might turn into it too. It could do it. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened.
Right, Paul, I will see you at 10 p.m. this evening, our time, 5 p.m. yours.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna run. I need to go fly my batteries.
Okay, Rod, hey, we're gonna close it down, I guess.
You'll be live in a little bit, David.
Laura's going live in whenever you're ready.
Okay. Laura,
Yeah,
take
David,
over.
thanks
The
for
England
running.
football match starts
Yeah.
in half an hour, so
I'm
David
Yeah,
never
will
ready
and,
before that, David. So she'd like to not go live.
Yeah, so if Laura, just be aware though, while Laura's live, you're going to hear expletives because football's on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
you're gonna
Art-
hear what?
Expletives. Swear words.
expletives, sweary words.
And Mark, you know that unit I built?
Uh-huh.
It's all done. All the games are on it, bar one. It fits 402 games on there, and I've got one left over.
Well, put that in the machine then.
Nope, going to take the whole lot down and rebuild.
I'll catch y'all later.
Catch you all later.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah.
Slow.
See y'all on Little Llamas later, people.
Later.
Bye.
Hey, look, it's look.
Yeah.
That dog bit my finger.
Mind you, you're gonna be really screwed if you buy any more games.
Yeah, Paul, I'll be there about 10 to, just to be on the safe side. I'll sit in your Zoom room.
Okay.
Alright.
I think Paul's gone and forgot to switch it off.
No, he's still there.
No, he's there. He's looking at something.
Oh, there you go.
That's the new outro right there. Later, guys.
Bye, all.
Okay, we'll see ya.
Mm.
Bye for now.